Hi guys, it's Belle here and I am back with part 5 and the final part of my creative design team project for the lovely Tracie Fox. Please do check out the other videos. I've been inspired by the poem / song of John Barleycorn, must die in inverted commas, and I've kind of gone with the theme of instead of him, you know, dying, he's getting married. So this is what we did yesterday. I really am loving that. And the first thing we're going to do, I've just realized I need to grab more paper, but the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add some black splatters, and I'm just wondering about covering faces, so let me just do that. Okay, so face is covered. I'm going to use this Winsor Newton Black India ink. I'm going to see how this goes because I think this works better to splatter with than paint, or this is what I've been using recently. That's a little bit all over the place. I'm trying not to get any of this on the table. Perfect. I just want small splatters. So I know I'm off camera for some of these splatters. It's not splattering very well, actually. I think I don't have enough on there. I probably could add some water to some of this. My hands are going to get absolutely covered. Do you know, this video is not going very well so far, is it? Let's just grab more of this. Need more ink. Let me go and get a better cup to put these in. Okay, let's hope this works better. I've got it in my paint palette. So let's hope. I should think it would work better. Yes. There we go. I know you can't see off to the side, but I am splattering. And also the good thing about this India ink is it kind of gives slightly smaller splatters, I find, than my paintbrushes often do. Oh my gosh. Thomas lost his face cover. Good gosh, Thomas. My hand is absolutely covered now, guys. Look at that. I know there's probably a much neater way, but it is what it is. Okay, so they're all splattered on this side. Whilst that is going to dry, which shouldn't take too long because this dries quite quickly, we're going to move it to one side and then we're going to work on the tags that are going to go inside the tags that go inside the tags. Oh my goodness, I should have already known that because of the way this video is going, that today is going to be a gremlin day. Okay, so I want to show you, this is what I'm thinking of as an example for the tags that go inside. I want them to still be able to be written on if I want it to. So I thought it'd be really fun to just emboss the bottom part, put a little autumnal image on there, and then you could still write. Now, the way I've made this is that in a box that I picked up on a thrift haul, I think last year. It's the one I'm actually using for my Margaret Miller. It's an index box and it had all these index cards. It actually had 2 packs of them and they're this kind of creamy yellow, and they've got the red tabs on them. So we're just going to use that. I'll just do the one. So I'm just going to mark it. I've already checked that this is a good size, and then I'm going to trim them down and I will show you the embossing folders that I'm going to be using. So let's just, oh dear, do the final one and then I'll be back. Okay guys, so I've cut all those down and I've also rounded all the edges. So I've got a kind of selection here. The one I used on the bottom of here of embossing folders, let me finish that word, is just one that I picked up. I don't even know where. It might have been somewhere like the Range or the Works or something. I haven't got the packaging to it. Then I have this one, which I think came with a craft magazine, so I'm going to use that one. And then I've got this one, which I also think came with a craft magazine. You can see the autumnal theme here. I've got this one, which is a Texture Fades embossing folder. It's a Tim Holtz one. Tapestry. Okay, and it's 666388. So that's going to be one of them. And then this Tim Holtz one, which I bought last year, and I don't think I've used it yet. It's also another Texture Fades one. And this one's called Acorns, and it's 665772. Now, these are going to give a deeper embossing than the other ones, but I want to use them, so that's what I'm gonna do. And one of the papers we used in the tags was similar to this tapestry one. So I'm just gonna do exactly what I did there. I'm just going to emboss kind of, it's going to be harder on this one actually. I just want to emboss like the bottom part like that. I don't know if that's going to work on this one. Might have to have just a few leaves. We'll see how that works. So yeah, we're just going to emboss the bottom bit. And then this should be easier to do it with. So I'm going to go do that, emboss all these, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I've embossed those. That's that leaf one that I really liked. This is another leaf. And this is the Tim Holtz Acorns one. Now, it went in at a slight angle, which, you know, it doesn't matter. But isn't that beautiful? Look at the dimension on that, guys. And this is the tapestry one, which still has a little bit of ink I've noticed on it from when I was using it on my jelly print plate prints. So that's those. Now we have to pick some stamps. I've obviously got the sunflower on this one. I've got a whole kind of set of stamps here. I think I would like, let's get the slightly bigger one too. We've got, let's use, I think a lot of these were from magazines as well, guys. So I'm sorry about that, but I'm using what I've got. So I've got this cute pumpkin one. And the thing is, I'm trying to make sure that it just sort of stays above the line. I don't want it coming down over the, oh, and I'm using, I'll show you in a minute. It's my vintage sepia Versamark, is it? Versafine. So I've got a cute pumpkin. It doesn't need to go all the way to the top because we are going to be putting something on there. So I like that one. Let's get another one over. And maybe, do we want some berries or something on this one? Or we've got a different kind of pumpkin. We do have the wheat. Now this is where you need to kind of place it. Now obviously I don't want this bit on my stamp. So what I do is I place it down and then I put my stamp block right to that line that I don't want it going over. So I now know that only this bit gets inked up. And it's not going to go over. Obviously we have to have some corn on here, or wheat or barley or whatever it is, and then I can link all this up. And there we go. Do we want another bit? No, that will do for that one. Nice, nice, nice. We want some, do you know what? I've been desperate to get some mushrooms on here somewhere. So this this is the area that I'm going to get some mushrooms. That's what I've decided. We're going to do it on the leaf. Please stick. Let's just put a little bit of paper underneath in case I'm going off the paper. I don't think I should be, but just in case. There we go. We've got some mushrooms. Somewhere I got the mushrooms. Let's get my stamp ink pad. I should have been doing that with all of them actually. And one more. I think I would like a leaf. We are talking about autumn. I do have more sunflowers. I mean, that's a beautiful one. But I do think I would like one of these large leaves. Let me have a look what stamp I would like. We could have a couple of leaves on there actually. That'd be good. Where's the larger stamp pad? I know I grabbed one. Here we go. Okay, so I want this leaf kind of falling, and let me have a look. That could be there. I might not need, hold on. I might not need another leaf, but I kind of wanted one. Right, if that's going to be there, then that needs to come down maybe around there. Will that be cute? I don't like that. Okay, I could do with a leaf coming off the side. So we could, do you know what? Let's place them on here. Let's place them on here. And that way I can just pick them up with my stamping block. Or do I want it like that? Okay, I like it that way. And then let's pick that up with the stamp block exactly how I want it. Ink it. Where's the little... Ah, I see it. Put this underneath because I think one of them's going to come off the edge just a little bit, maybe. And there we go. So that was good. So yes, that's my vintage sepia VersaFine what's it called? Permanent ink pad. So we've done all that. We've got all our tags, and now I'm going to go and use, you know what, some walnut stain. So I'll do one just to show you. Let's do it on here. I'm going to go around the whole tag, front and back, because, you know, to tie it in, little bit of grunge. I'm eyeing up that scorched timber ink, guys. I know I'm going to end up getting it. And then just very lightly, I'm going to go over the embossing to pick up the detail in the embossing. In the, isn't it yummy? Walnut stain. And then we're going to bring in the, you know before I even say it, the black soot. We're going to do that again, front and back, just to really tie that in. So as much as this is a really decorative piece and a fun piece, I'm also going to use the black soot just in places on the embossed image, not everywhere, but just to bring in a bit of that extra dimension. What was I saying? Yes, so as much as this is a decorative piece and just a fun little project, you can, of course, use it as journaling. You could add actual little signatures in between too, but I haven't done that and we're not going to. So I said I was only going to do the one on camera. So this, I'll do this one and then I'll do the rest off camera, because we've got the other side of the tag booklet to splatter. So We want to do that, and then that can dry as it needs to. Just again, just going over in places with the black soot. I feel like this one needs more of the walnut stain on there. Really needs some browning to be brought in. Oh, it just, don't they look so lovely? Okay, I'll do the final two off camera and then we'll be back. Okay guys, so that's basically dry. Obviously on the laminator, it's going to take a tiny bit longer, but not too much longer. And I do kind of love the splatters. You can see them through the laminating sheets. So let's cover up some of our ladies. So that actually, that'll be a better one for Jacqueline. Let's cover up some of our ladies and get splattering on here. Just adds another little dimension to the piece. I love it actually when it gets on the fabric, because I'll show you on the bit that's dried. Let's move this along. But on the bit that's dried, on the other side, where it's hit the fabric, it's kind of bled a little bit, which is a really fun kind of effect. So I'm just doing the last bit over here now, which you can't see because I haven't got space on my table to move it all. Let's just come on and flick any more that I can find. Okay, so they are going to go dry and we're going to work on the tags again. Okay, I can't remember if I showed you the tags, but yes, they're all done now. I just love them. So we've got our tags, and I was wondering about what to use as toppers. I had so many bits of fabric here, guys. So many. I had autumnal sunflower ones and pumpkins and leaves and all that kind of good stuff. I might pull some of this out though. This is some cheesecloth and like just little scraps of green and that, which I also really like, but they wouldn't all have the green on them. And then I was looking at adding some bits of, this is actual straw that I've got here that I've just been pulling apart to use almost like you would thread, but I don't know if that's going to work realistically. And I have a burlap or hessian, and I'm thinking this will work best as the tab. Now I could just put a tab topper on here, but why do that when you can add fabric? So yeah, so I was thinking of doing this. Hold on, I'm going to get a paper clip to kind of hold it in place. And then I was looking at the straw to use it as, I said, almost like thread. When you have some thread and you kind of scrunch it up like I've done on some of the tags in the booklet, and kind of having that sticking out. But to be honest, I don't like it. It would fit with the theme, but I just don't like it. Now this will be stitched, so we will have the black on there as well. But now I'm just looking at some of this dyed cheesecloth. It's in shades of green, and I'm wondering if maybe a pop of that might just be nice. I don't know. The burlap might be enough, if I'm honest, because we have a lot on there anyway. And this has to go inside the tag, so we don't want to kind of overfill. And it will have black on it. So it would look like that. Do you know what? I think I just want the burlap. I think that's what I want. Now I did cut out pieces for each tag. So I did do that. And we also have to actually do the tops of the 2 tags with the dried flowers. So we do have to bear that in mind, that we need to do that. Obviously we want some fraying. This stuff goes everywhere. It ends up all over my table. So yeah, we're going to have those. Yeah, so I do need to have enough for the dried flower tags, because it would just look weird for every tag to have a little tab but then not the dried flowers. That would just, I think that would bother me. If it wouldn't bother you, you don't need to do it, but you know, do you guys, do you? So I'm going to go stitch that, and then the other bit should be dry, and we should also be able to stitch the top to the other tags. Okay, everything's dry, and I have to admit, I thought it needed something like to, it was all looking quite flat with the black, so I then added some of the gold Winsor and Newton ink, and that just gave it this shimmer. Now I may have gone a bit overboard, but the thing I like about it is it makes me think of the last days of summer, you know, where the sun's just kind of in the sky, it's glinting off things. The leaves have, as we go into autumn, have all those different colours. That's what it kind of makes me think of, guys. I did not put the gold. I've got some on Thomas's mouth. I did not put the gold on here. And also, please be aware, this has gone a bit bendy because I did use my heat tool on a couple of these and I had to cover this up because obviously acetate. But yeah, right, that's the wrong way. So I just really love how that looks. Gives it a bit of extra dimension with the gold, I think. And now we're going to add the tags, and it really doesn't matter whether they're going to... Oh, and I need to show you, I also put the burlap on those. Now, it really, really doesn't matter, although I do feel like I want the corn one behind John Barleycorn because, you know, make sure it's on both sides. Yeah, I think the burlap just adds. I don't think it needed anything more than that. Obviously, if you wanted to, you could splatter the tags too. But I felt like that would be too much. So it, you know, these are just fine as they are with them. Hold on, let's close this up. Okay, and add these in. Let's put the leaf. This is quite chunky, this one, so I wanted to go for one that felt like it had more room so that the embossing wasn't too much more of a problem. Okay. This one doesn't want to go in as well. I think I went in at a weird angle. But now we have the tops to the tags. So we do have a bit extra texture, but we also have writing. Doesn't that just look yummy? I mean, it really didn't need more than the burlap, did it, guys? Oh. Okay, final thing before we final. I know this has been a bit all over the place, but I have some words. Now, these are Tim Holtz Clippets words from his sheets, which are around me somewhere, and I then inked around them, backed them on some paper, scruffed up the edges of those papers, inked around all of that. So we're going to start with John Barleycorn, and I'm thinking of Be thankful, contented spirit, diary of events. I do have the storyteller, which I kind of like. I thought I had one that said about something else, never meant to last. Kind of like that too, because John Barleycorn's not meant to last. No, we're going to put the storyteller on that one. Yes. Do we want it this side? I think I do. There's a lot on that side, so we're going to put it this side. So yeah, I'd already inked all those. Again, using the double inking of walnut stain and black soot, as well as scruffing it up. I was debating using some of these instead, but I just thought they stood out too much, but then the clip-its by themselves kind of faded into the background, and I want it a little bit faded, but I don't want it too much. We have By the Light of the Moon here, which could kind of be here. No, we just want a little one for him. Be Thankful. We could have that up there. Diary of Events. I feel like I want Diary of Events. Nope, not for him. We don't. Our Lifetime. I like that one, I think. Contented Spirit. That's the one I want. Contented Spirit or Our Lifetime. Right, stop. Stop taking too long, Belle. Let's have Contented Spirit. And yeah, I just wanted to add some words. I was going to back them on fabric, but I was just like, there's so much going on that I don't need to. So here, what can we have? Be Thankful. I feel like that'd be a good one to put on him, because harvest season is a time to be thankful anyway, isn't it, guys? You know, we're thankful for whatever the harvest brings us that will then get us through the winter. But as he's Sam the American Scarecrow Man, and you guys over in the States celebrate Thanksgiving, I think that works. Do we think it works? I do. Oh, I wanted one on here too. Heart and Soul, that's a small one that fits in there. I wanted a mix of I think I'm going to put a Heart and Perfectly Happy. No, I think I'm going to put a Heart and Soul. I wanted a mix of things that never meant to last. That get your words out, Belle. That sort of could, no, we're going Heart and Soul, that could be related to Jack and Sally's wedding, as well as the idea of harvest and Lammas, as well as the idea of autumn. I kind of wanted a mix of all those kind of things. Wondering if I want to go around it in white pen. Okay, we have you. We could have Diary of Events here. That goes down there, isn't it? Doesn't it? Yes. So we're going to have that. I've got some longer ones though. Thinking of Earlier Days. That could actually go up the side there. Thinking of Earlier Days. No, we're going to put it down here. All the others are at the top or the bottom of somewhere. So that's what we're going to do. We've got Perfectly Happy. And we could have that across there. Does he look perfectly happy? Never meant to last. I feel like that kind of sums up autumn. Each season is not meant to last, but also John Barleycorn. He was never meant to last. And here we are giving him a wedding. Okay, that's cute. Right, let's open it up and let us start with Sally. Feel like Most Beautiful would work on there, wouldn't it? I mean, come on. And autumn is the most beautiful time of the year, in my opinion. It was interesting, actually, in a different video, I'd asked, you know, what's people's favourite season? And a lot of you were tied between autumn and spring, which are those kind of two middle ones. And that kind of makes sense, I think. We've got By the Light of the Moon, which I kind of like. I know it's down and this one's down too, but I feel like she's got the most room to kind of do that with. So that's what we're going to do. Oh, and I forgot to show you, I added this little Tim Holtz piece beside Jacqueline Pumpkin. And can you see it says Registry Return Receipt? Do you see that? Which made me think of when you go to like a registry office or something like that, where you have to, you know, get your marriage license and things, which kind of made me chuckle. And I forgot to show you guys that. So there we go. I found that and I thought, yes, that works. By the light of the moon. Okay, and we've got this one, Thinking of Earlier Days. I definitely like that one there. So we're going to do that one. Did I put one on the other side on both of them? One there. We didn't do one that side. Okay, we'll go back and do that. Were you guys shouting at me? Were you like, Belle, you didn't do that one? And we're thinking of earlier days with Lammas and the festival and all that kind of thing. Okay, we have Anne or Annie to her friends. I'm thinking Thoughts That Whisper to My Heart should go there. Or maybe on the other side, Our Lifetime. I like that one. So hopefully I've done enough for all of them. Yes, I am. I've just added that up. Yay me. I Know That I Am Home. Ugh, yes. When I think of autumn. Yeah, when I think of autumn and all the leaves, that's what I think of. I know that I am home. So yes, this has been a bit all over the place, this video. I was just it's taken 5 videos to get this small piece finished. Glittering in the Sun. I kind of like that. Glittering in the Sun or Perfectly Happy. Should we have Perfectly Happy? Because I am perfectly happy in autumn. All the colours, the cozy feels. I mean, now we think of autumn as a time where we could relax, but back then, just before autumn, was a time of a lot of work. We'll have her Glittering in the Sun, I think, or do we want Thoughts That Whisper to My Heart? No. And can you see some of the ink splatters went on the enamel dot, and I like that. And I was going to show you how the ink seeped, kind of spread out on the fabric. Do you see that? So it's kind of spread a little bit, which I kind of love. So let's go back because we didn't put this here. And we can have Thoughts That Whisper. Do you know, it would have been great to put it down there. But it would be the only one like that. But I like it. I like it. So even though it's going to be the only one with it down the side, do I like it enough to change? Yes, I do. I like it enough to do something a little different, because that's how I am. And it's my piece, so I can do that. So let's have a final look before we tie all of this together. I was hoping the sun would shine, because yesterday it was really sunny and I had it like this, and the sun was coming through these flowers and leaves and you could really see the shadow. So we have John Barleycorn, the storyteller. All the gold. His little tag in there. I'm not going to take them all out. We have Jack Pumpkinhead, his best man. We have his buttoneer of his dried leaves. We have Sam, the American Scarecrow Man, and it says, be thankful. This has turned out to be, I think, one of my favourite tags. I don't know why. I just really like it. Then we have Sally's Bouquet, Heart and Soul. We have Thomas with the squirrel. Squirrels. We have Mr. Barleycorn, John's dad. And then we go to Sally. I wonder if, sorry, the sun's just coming through now and I'm trying to see if I can get it. It's not going to show up. We have Sally. Love it. Look at all that embossing and golds. And then we have Jacqueline Pumpkinhead, her maid of honor. We have her beautiful bouquet with some flowers that I've dried myself, thinking of earlier days. I'm really hoping the sun's really coming through and I want to try and get the thing. We have Anne or Annie. And she's got some gold behind there. That's Jack's buttoneer. We have Scary Mary. Oh, I feel bad for Mary, but there you go. And we have Amelia Wheatsheaf, Sally's mum. Now, we're going to tie it this way. I have two ideas for twine. I have this one, but it's going to have to be this one, isn't it? This is very white. So we're going to tie it together. Again, as I said to you guys, I think I said that there was an idea of having a tie that I could kind of attach to the tags, but I didn't like the options I came up with. I just didn't like them. Where is it? Right, so obviously these won't stay, but kind of just for effect, we've got the tag. I'm wondering if I want to put some of these kind of down the side of it. They won't stay because they're just too big. But if I have this on display for autumn, I mean, look at that, guys. Let's chop that little one off a tiny bit because it's quite. But look at that. Can you get the whole effect in? Look at it, guys. We've got John Barleycorn with his actual barley and corn. That'll work great as a decoration. We could put them over this side, but I don't want to cover that up. Ugh, doesn't that look great? We could add another one. I think 3 always works best. But I have them here, so I'm going to see if a 4th one would add anything. No, I don't think a 4th one will add anything. 3's fine. Let's turn this one. There we go. I feel like I want it going the other way. So let's turn it. This one's then falling. It's all right. I'll put this back in. Oh my goodness. I had it perfect and then I started messing about with it. Although it can't have been perfect if I wasn't happy. Okay, what did I do? Let's do all that again. Let's tighten this up. And yeah, this is my creative design team project. I really hope you've liked this one. I know a lot of the videos, especially the first one, was quite long. And I am just making a tag booklet. So realistically, I think some people can make journals in a quicker time than I made this tag booklet. But this is how I craft. And I've really loved doing it. Oh, there we go. Really loved doing it. So there we go, my creative design team project, and obviously I'll turn it over, but we have Sally on the other side. I obviously want it on John's side because it is about John Barleycorn, so I want it on his side. And that's it, guys. Once again, I will leave all the links down below. Do go check it out. It's been lovely hearing that some of you remember singing John Barleycorn or have heard it through different musicians and things. And yes, it's a decorative piece, but also we have these tags up here, so I can write in it. As I said, I think I might write out the poem John Barleycorn on it if there's enough space, just so it's in there. And we just have this gorgeous, grungy, creepy, autumnal piece. So that's it, guys. I really do hope you enjoyed this. I will be back again soon with another video. Please do like and subscribe. Please do check all the links down below. I apologise again for how choppy and all over the place this was, but I wanted everything finished and there was lots of drying and things like that to do. And I really, really hope you've enjoyed learning about John Barleycorn and coming along as I create his wedding party. That's it for now. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having lots and lots of crafty fun. Bye for now, guys.